Seorang perwira militer senior Iran mengatakan bahwa pertempuran dengan Amerika Serikat kemungkinan besar akan terjadi lagi. Pernyataan itu disampaikan pada Sabtu 2 Mei, beberapa jam setelah Presiden Donald Trump mengatakan bahwa ia tidak puas dengan proposal Iran. Dikutip dari kantor berita Fars Iran, sosok perwira tersebut bernama Muhammad Jafar Asadi. Menurutnya, Amerika Serikat telah menunjukkan bukti bahwa pihaknya tidak berkontribusi pada perjanjian apapun. Pada hari yang sama, Kementerian Luar Negeri Iran mengatakan bahwa pihaknya terserah kepada Amerika Serikat apakah mengejar kesepakatan melalui negosiasi atau kembali perang terbuka. Iran menegaskan selalu siap menghadapi dua kemungkinan tersebut. Sebelumnya, Trump secara terang-terangan menyatakan tidak puas dengan proposal Iran. Ia lantas memberi dua pilihan kepada Iran, yakni membuat kesepakatan atau akan dihancurkan Amerika Serikat.
So they want to make a deal, but I'm not satisfied with it. So we'll see what happens. Iran wants to make a deal because they have no military left, essentially, and they want to make a deal, but I'm not satisfied with it. We have great respect for Pakistan and Islamabad and tremendous respect for the Prime Minister and the Field Marshal, and they're working with us. They continue to work with us, but the trip is a very long one, and we're doing everything in terms of negotiating right now, in terms of the negotiation telephonically. They've made strides, but I'm not sure if they ever get there. There's tremendous discord. They're having a tremendous problem getting along with each other in Iran. The leadership is very disjointed. It's got 2 to 3 groups, maybe 4, and it's a very disjointed leadership. And with that being said, they all want to make a deal, but they're all messed up.
Iran memasang sebuah papan reklame yang menggambarkan mulut Presiden Amerika Serikat Donald Trump ditutupi oleh Selat Hormuz. Reklame tersebut terpampang di pusat kota Teheran dan baru diresmikan pada Sabtu 2 Mei kemarin. Warga Iran, Mohsen Nazari, memuji karya seni tersebut sebagai bukti bahwa negaranya punya martabat dan kredibilitas. Saat Amerika Serikat mengklaim bahwa mereka adalah penguasa dunia, Iran menunjukkan kemampuannya dalam menutup Selat Hormuz. Menurut warga Iran, gambar pada reklame membawa pesan jelas kepada Trump yang selama ini pandai berbicara. Presiden Amerika Serikat harus tahu bahwa rakyat Iran berdiri teguh seperti singa. Ini bukan pertama kalinya Iran mengirim pesan kepada musuh lewat papan reklame. Pada Februari lalu, sebuah gambar berisi peta Israel dan tombol peluncuran rudal dipasang di Teheran. Terkait gambar Selat Hormuz pada reklame terbaru, hal itu menunjukkan masalah yang sedang terjadi. Iran menegaskan bahwa perairan tersebut berada di bawah kendalinya. Sementara Amerika Serikat bersikeras melanjutkan blokade yang menargetkan pelabuhan Iran di sekitar Selat Hormuz.
You had the CENTCOM commander come in here yesterday. Was he briefing you on a different approach, options? What kind of options? How would it look different?
There are options. I mean, do we want to go and just blast the hell out of them and finish him forever, or do we want to try and make a deal? I mean, those are the options.
Do you want to go blast the hell out of them?
I'd
and
prefer
finish him
not.
forever?
On a human basis, I prefer not, but that's the option. Do we want to go in there heavy and just blast them away, or do we want to do something? They're a very disjointed leadership, as you can understand, Peter. Very disjointed. I mean, they're not getting along with each other, and it puts us in a bad position. One group wants to make a certain deal, the other group wants to make a certain deal, including the hardliners. The hardliners want to make a deal too. Why wouldn't they? They have no Navy, they have no Air Force, they have no anti-aircraft, they have no nothing.
Iran telah mengajukan proposal perdamaian komprehensif terbaru kepada Amerika Serikat. Wakil Menteri Luar Negeri Iran, Kazem Haribabadi, mengatakan bahwa keputusan sekarang berada di tangan Amerika Serikat. Dalam pernyataan resmi pada Sabtu, Haribabadi menyebut proposal terbaru Iran diserahkan ke Pakistan sebagai mediator. Proposal itu pada intinya bertujuan untuk mengakhiri perang secara permanen. Haribabadi menyatakan saat ini terserah apakah Amerika Serikat menerima proposal tersebut atau melanjutkan peperangan. Menurut media Iran, proposal berisi 14 poin tersebut merupakan tandingan atas dokumen 9 poin yang sebelumnya diajukan Amerika Serikat. Persyaratan Iran mencakup jaminan keamanan, penarikan pasukan Amerika dari Timur Tengah, pencabutan sanksi, dan pengakhiran perang di semua front, termasuk Lebanon. Iran juga dilaporkan meminta kompensasi dari Amerika Serikat dan kerangka kerja baru untuk Selat Hormuz. Dalam unggahan di Truth Social pada Sabtu, Trump mengaku akan meninjau proposal tersebut. Namun, ia tidak bisa membayangkan proposal Iran bakal diterima. Trump dalam wawancara bersama media sebelumnya juga mengatakan tidak puas dengan rencana yang diajukan Iran. Ia pun memberi dua pilihan kepada Teheran, yakni segera membuat kesepakatan atau bakal dihancurkan total. Presiden Amerika Serikat Donald Trump memberi sinyal akan melanjutkan serangan militer ke Iran. Pernyataan itu disampaikan kepada wartawan di Florida sebelum menaiki Air Force One pada Sabtu 2 Mei. Trump mengaku dirinya sedang meninjau proposal berisi 14 poin yang diajukan Iran baru-baru ini. Namun, ia memperingatkan bahwa Amerika Serikat dapat memulai kembali serangan udara jika Teheran berperilaku buruk.
Hello, everybody. So I think we can do this right here instead of at Doral. We're going to Doral. A lot of you are traveling with me. Doing very well with regard to just about everything, but doing very well with regard to Iran. Again, they want to make a deal. They're decimated. They're having a hard time figuring out who their leader is. They don't know who their leader is because their leader is gone. Their former leader, Khomeini. But we'll see. Any questions real fast? Which?
The new 14-point proposal that Iran has proposed?
No, I haven't. I'm looking at it up here.
You're looking at it?
Yeah. I'll let you know about it later. But
Mr. President, last night you said we might be better off not making a deal with Iran.
well, I wouldn't have to. I didn't say that. I said that if we left right now, it would take them 20 years to rebuild. But we're not leaving right now. We're going to do it so nobody has to go back in 2 years or 5 years.
Mr. President, you also said last night that...
They told me about the concept of the deal. They're going to give me the exact wording now. Yeah.
Mr. President, last night you also said that only like 85% of Iran's missile-making capabilities has been eliminated.
Correct.
Is that other 15% important? Does the United States need to eliminate that?
Well, I'd like to eliminate it. Yeah, I'd like to. It'd be a start for them to build up again. And yeah, I would like to eliminate it.
Sir,
Mr. President,
sir, under what circumstances would you restart military strikes on targets inside?
Well, I don't want to say that. I mean, I can't tell that to a reporter. If they misbehave, if they do something bad, but right now, we'll see. But it's a possibility that could happen, sir.
Mr. President, in your letter to Congress, you said the hostilities in Iran that started have been terminated. How can you say that given that the naval blockade is still being militarily enforced?
Well, it's a very friendly blockade. Nobody's even challenging it. Nobody at all is challenging it. Just so you understand, many presidents have been involved in things that are very big. They never had to go through anything with respect to Congress. They considered it to be totally unconstitutional. And the Democrats in Congress that push this, and probably a couple of Republicans, they're hurting our negotiating ability, which is infinite right now. And they shouldn't be doing it. It's never happened before. No other president's done it. And I'm not going to be the first. Thank you very much.
President, Iran
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. Do you envision a future where American energy companies are operating inside of Iran, much like
Could be.
Venezuela?
It could be. I'll tell you what, we have a lot of ships coming up to Texas and Louisiana. It's a line of ships. You saw it in the satellite. We have a line of ships, big ones, 2 million barrels, and they're coming up. I mean, literally hundreds of ships are in line to go to Texas. I mean, they're already started. But we're selling a lot of oil. A lot of oil.
Mr. President, why is the U.S. removing troops from Germany? Why is the U.S. removing troops from Germany?
We're going to cut way down, and we're cutting a lot further than 5,000.
China tidak akan mematuhi sanksi Amerika Serikat terhadap 5 perusahaan yang menjadi sasaran pembelian minyak Iran. Beijing menilai sanksi tersebut tidak memiliki otorisasi PBB dan dasar hukum internasional. Dalam keterangan resmi pada Sabtu, Kementerian Perdagangan China secara tegas mengatakan tidak akan mematuhi sanksi Amerika Serikat. Sebagai informasi, China adalah pelanggan utama minyak Iran. Sejumlah perusahaan Beijing sangat bergantung pada minyak mentah Iran dan mendapat harga diskon. Namun Amerika Serikat berupaya menekan ekonomi Iran dengan menjatuhkan sanksi terhadap perusahaan-perusahaan minyak terkait. Adapun 5 perusahaan China yang terkena sanksi Amerika Serikat yakni Shandong Jincheng Petrochemical Group, Shandong Songquang Luking Petrochemical, dan Shandong Shengqing Chemical. Kemudian 2 perusahaan lain yang berbasis di tempat lain di China yakni Hengli Petrochemical Refinery dan Hebei Xinhai Chemical Group. Pada Jumat 1 Mei, Washington juga memperlakukan sanksi terhadap perusahaan China lainnya yakni Qingdao Haiyue Oil Terminal. Perusahaan tersebut dituduh mengimpor puluhan juta barel minyak mentah Iran. Jumlahnya yang begitu besar dinilai menguntungkan Iran hingga miliaran dolar.